I told my 16-year-old daughter that her dead mother never wanted her. I know how that sounds, but let me explain how I got to the worst moment of my parenting life. My wife Sarah died in a car accident when our daughter Lily was just 2 years old. For 14 years I've been both mom and dad, and I thought I was doing okay. Lily was my world part honor roll student star soccer player, the kind of kid who still hugged me goodbye in front of her friends, but when Lily turned 16, everything changed. She became obsessed with her mother's memory, constantly asking questions I'd avoided answering. She wanted to visit Sarah's grave every weekend, started wearing her jewelry, and even dyed her hair the same auburn color Sarah had. The breaking point came when Lily announced she wanted to drop out of the college prep program to pursue art. Just like mom would have wanted, she created this perfect fantasy version of Sarah Pert, the supportive, understanding mother who would have let her follow her dreams. Here is what Lily didn't know. Sarah and I were getting divorced when she died. Sarah had been having an affair with her art teacher for months. She'd already moved out and was planning to take Lily across the country to start a new life with this guy. The night she died, she was coming back from a lawyer's office where she'd signed papers giving up her parental rights. She was going to let me have full custody so she could start fresh without the burden of a toddler. I'd spent 14 years protecting Lily from this truth, telling her beautiful stories about how much her mother loved her, how Sarah used to sing to her belly when she was pregnant, how she'd wanted to be the best mom in the world. Tons of it was lies. Exactly. Parent Sarah had said those things early in her pregnancy, but by the end she was calling Lily the mistake that ruined everything. I'd kept every ultrasound photo, every baby outfit Sarah had bought, every card she'd written during the happy months. I'd built a shrine to a version of Sarah that barely existed because I thought that's what Lily needed. But watching my daughter throw away her future for a fantasy was destroying me. The explosion happened when Lily came home with a tattoo of Sarah's signature and announced she was dropping out of school completely to honor mom's artistic spirit. She'd forged my permission and withdrawn from all her AP classes. You don't understand what mom would have wanted, she screamed when I tried to talk sense into her. She was an artist. She would have supported my dreams. That's when I snapped. Your mother didn't want you at all, I said, the words falling out like poison. She was leaving us both. The night she died, she just signed papers to give up her rights because she said you ruined her life. The silence that followed was deafening. Lily's face went through shock, denial, and then complete devastation. She ran to her room and didn't come out for 2 days. When she finally emerged, she was different, cold, distant. She re-enrolled in her classes without a word, took down all of Sarah's photos from her room, and stopped talking to me about anything that mattered. For months, our house felt like a museum panel. We moved around each other carefully, quietly, like strangers afraid to disturb the exhibits. The worst part was watching Lily excel. Her grades shot up. She got early acceptance to 3 universities, and she threw herself into academics with an intensity that scared me. She was succeeding out of spite, proving that she could be wanted somewhere by someone. It took a year in family therapy for us to start rebuilding. Lily told me that learning the truth, as brutal as it was, had actually freed her from trying to live up to a ghost's expectations. But she also said that the way I told her parent in anger as a weapon paired had damaged something between us that might never fully heal. I've since shown her the happy photos, the love letters Sarah wrote during pregnancy, the evidence that her mother did love her once. We've talked about how people are complicated, how Sarah was young and scared and made terrible choices that don't erase the love she felt early on. Lily's now a sophomore at Stanford, studying both pre-med and studio art. She calls every Sunday and sometimes she even asks about the good memories of her mother, but she's never forgiven me for using the truth as a weapon instead of a gift. And honestly, I haven't forgiven myself either. Sometimes protecting someone from the truth does more damage than the truth itself. But destroying someone with the truth isn't protection, it's just cruelty wearing a different mask. The worst thing I ever told my child was the truth, but the real tragedy was how I chose to tell it.